Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Ridge shares a close moment with Eric and, spoiler, proposes. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Poppy helps Luna prepare for the party, Bill cuts short a meal with Liam to spend time with Poppy, and Eric proposes to Donna. At the Forrester mansion, Eric tells Donna, in a white glittering gown that he had sent over from the fashion house, that she's stunning. Donna worries about him overdoing it with this party, but he reassures her. Ridge and Brooke arrive and Eric announces that today, they're celebrating his beautiful, darling Donna. Donna gawps, what? RJ enters the Forrester guest house and tells Zend he wanted to make sure there would be no tension between them at the party. Zend reassures him that tonight is all about Granddad. He's surprised RJ's not with his girl. RJ explains that Luna's getting ready at the office. Zend's sure she'll look gorgeous. They recap almost losing Eric, and their grandfather getting a second chance. At the office, Poppy gushes over Luna's chic party dress. She's so thrilled for her and assures her that RJ will love it. Poppy helps Luna apply makeup as she tells her Eric knows how important she's become to RJ, who won't be able to take his eyes off her. At Il Giardino, Liam updates Bill on Eric's clean bill of health and says Steffi is elated. Bill zones out and Liam notices he's distracted. I think I know why. He asks when he gets to meet Poppy. Bill says they're not rushing things. Even though the time they spent together was years ago, it was impactful, and something he believes they can build on. Liam is really excited for his dad. He hasn't seen him this enamored with a woman maybe ever. Bill says he felt the same way about his mom, who was a knockout. Liam thinks Poppy came back into his life for a reason. Bill says he may be exactly right. In fact, I'm going to cut our meal short and see if Poppy's available. In the design office, Poppy helps Luna choose a handbag. Luna realizes she's late and grabs her purse, leaving her mints behind on the desk. Poppy hugs her and tells her how proud she is of her and how happy she is that she found RJ. In the Forrester living room, Donna explains that it will be a cozy gathering as Finn is working and Steffi is sick and didn't want to risk giving it to Eric. Brooke adds that Hope and Thomas couldn't come because of their big hope for the future meeting. Eric didn't want them to cancel that. Katie and Carter arrive, followed by RJ and Zend. Eric thanks everyone for joining them. I promise everyone a memorable evening. Zend listens as RJ tells Eric that Luna's on her way and they discuss how amazing she is. Eric advises RJ not to let go of his love. He calls for everyone's attention and thanks them for helping celebrate with him and Donna on this wonderful evening. I'll have more to say about that later. Ridge asks his father if he is okay. Eric recalls that he collapsed at the last party there and he wasn't sure he'd be back. They go over Ridge having the power to make choices for him. Ridge would do it all over again, since he's there with them. Eric loves this life with Donna, but explains that the other side was indescribable. When my time comes again, and it will, I'm not afraid. I don't want you to be afraid for me, understand? He loves this life and wants to live. Ridge kisses his cheek. At Il Giardino, Bill thanks Poppy for meeting him and apologizes for the last-minute phone call. Poppy explains she was with Luna, but she had plans. Bill is glad to hear she's doing well. Poppy confides that she's in love with RJ Forrester. Bill knew they were seeing each other, but wasn't aware it had progressed to that stage. He's happy that Luna's happy, and that her beautiful mom is happy as well. They kiss. At the soiree, Luna has arrived, and Eric urges her to make herself at home. Zend watches as Eric encourages the young lovebirds. Across the room, Donna tells her sisters that Eric gets weak and tired, but his other symptoms are totally gone. She hopes it stays that way. I don't even know what I'd do if I lost my honey bear. Meanwhile, Eric corners Carter to tell him he's an integral part of any gathering they have, more than anyone realizes. Nearby, RJ and Luna talk about their night together. When he walks off to get them drinks, Zend moves in. She asks if he's enjoying the party. He replies, I'm enjoying it a lot more now. Zend tells Luna she's beautiful and that RJ is a lucky man. RJ joins them and Zend gives them props for all they did to help Granddad when he was sick. RJ is glad those days are behind them and Eric is better. They toast to that. Eric calls for attention and Ridge raises a glass, saying he's glad to be there and can't wait to see how the evening unfolds. Donna asks to speak next. She tells Eric she's grateful for every precious moment she gets to spend with him. He's transformed her life, all of their lives. They're here to honor him. Eric respectfully disagrees. It's all about her tonight, and their life together in the future. He talks about the love and kindness he felt from everyone, but no one more than Donna. She stood by his side during this difficult time. I know it hasn't been easy. She didn't give up on him and he won't give up on her either. Tonight is about the wonderful Donna Logan. She's given him the desire to live every day with her by his side until the end. You never ask anything from me and you give everything you are to me. It's time for me to give back. Ridge helps Eric get down on one knee and he proposes, I want you to be my wife. Will you? Ridge hands him a ring and Eric asks, marry me, Donna. Will you marry me? Will you marry your honey bear? Donna giggled. Autumn air danced around Ridge as he stood atop the hill, overlooking the serene landscape below. Golden hues painted the horizon as the sun dipped lower, casting long shadows over the rolling hills. It was a picturesque scene, one that seemed to belong in a painting rather than reality. Yet, here Ridge stood, soaking it all in with every fiber of his being. Beside him stood Eric, his longtime friend and confidant. They had been through thick and thin together, weathering life's storms and celebrating its triumphs. As the breeze tousled their hair, Ridge couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for Eric's unwavering presence in his life. Can you believe this view? Ridge remarked, breaking the comfortable silence between them. Eric nodded, his gaze fixed on the horizon. It's breathtaking. Makes you appreciate the beauty of nature. Ridge smiled, turning to face his friend. You know, Eric, I don't say this enough, but I'm grateful for you. For everything. Eric's expression softened, a hint of emotion flickering in his eyes. Right back at you, Ridge. You've been a rock for me, through it all. As they stood there, bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, Ridge felt a surge of emotion welling up inside him. It was a moment of clarity, a realization of just how much Eric meant to him. Without hesitation, he reached out and pulled Eric into a tight embrace, their friendship speaking volumes in the simple act of connection. For a moment, time seemed to stand still as they held each other, the world around them fading into insignificance. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated intimacy, one that transcended words and boundaries. Eventually, they pulled away, their smiles mirroring each other's. Thanks, Ridge, Eric said, his voice filled with warmth. I needed that. Ridge clasped Eric's shoulder, a silent promise passing between them. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. As they began their descent down the hill, a sense of contentment settled over Ridge. In that fleeting moment of vulnerability, he had found solace in the arms of his dearest friend, a bond stronger than any force in the universe. Little did Ridge know, fate had another surprise in store for him that evening. As they reached the bottom of the hill, their footsteps crunching on the fallen leaves, Ridge's heart skipped a beat as he spotted a figure waiting for them by the old oak tree. It was Sarah, Ridge's longtime love and the woman who held the key to his heart. Her eyes sparkled with anticipation as she approached him, a nervous energy emanating from her every step. Ridge, she began, her voice trembling slightly. There's something I need to ask you. Ridge felt his pulse quicken, a mixture of excitement and apprehension coursing through his veins. He took her hand in his, squeezing it gently as a reassuring smile graced his lips. Whatever it is, Sarah, you know you can ask me anything, he replied, his voice filled with unwavering devotion. Sarah took a deep breath, her eyes never leaving Ridge's. Ridge, I love you more than words can express. You're my rock, my anchor in a sea of uncertainty. Will you marry me? The words hung in the air, pregnant with emotion as Ridge's heart swelled with overwhelming joy. In that moment, surrounded by the ones he held dearest, Ridge knew without a shadow of a doubt that his life was complete. "Yes, Sarah," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the pounding of his heart. "1,000 times yes." And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the world below, Ridge and Sarah sealed their love with a tender kiss, their souls intertwining in a moment of pure bliss. It was a moment he would cherish for eternity, a testament to the power of love and the beauty of shared moments. And as he held Sarah in his arms, with Eric standing by their side, he knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, hand in hand, heart in heart.